We all have dreams and personal goals we strive to accomplish in our lifetime, but I think we can all agree that one of the most important financial decisions we make is the moment we decide to take a house and make it into a home, somewhere we can be ourselves and enjoy the precious moments along with our loved ones. Hi, my name is Jesus Cruz, and I am the Senior Loan Officer and founder of the Cruz team.
Well, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. And we are here with another episode. This is the second episode of our series. It is what sets you apart. You, not anybody else, but you. I have three special guests with us today, and I'm going to start off with the first guest that we have. It is the one and the only Miss Whitney Cruz.
Hi.
Hey, Whitney, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I love it. Seeing your face on early, bright morning, having you here with us. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the industry for? What do you do right now? And what did you used to do before getting in the industry?
Okay. So I heard you yesterday talking about your first job being at McDonald's. That also was my first job.
Hey!
At McDonald's. So that was the place that kind of humbled me. But I will say that I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for over 15 years. But honestly, before that, more importantly, I cleaned hotel rooms for 2 years. And then I was pregnant and I realized I got to tell you a story. Can I tell you a quick story?
Go for it. This is your
okay.
Come on,
I was cleaning hotel rooms, 8 months pregnant. I walk into a room, right? And there's poo everywhere. When I tell you it's on the wall, it's on the floor. No. Yes, it's in the tub. It's everywhere. I stopped in that moment. And I said to myself, I have a decision to make. I could stay here or I can pick myself up on my boots and I can go to college and I can make a difference. So I became a nurse very shortly after that. And I've been a nurse for over 15 years now. How I got into the mortgage industry, even more exciting, is my wonderful family members have a business. They're all in real estate. My husband's in real estate. Talking with you one day about how exciting it is to be a loan officer. You know, it kind of started out as just, I was thinking, well, let's be a little side business. Let's see how it goes. No big deal. And then I absolutely fell in love with it 100%.
I love that. I love that so much. Well, thank you so much for sharing. We're going to bring in our next speaker. It is the one, it is the only Miss Anna Torres coming in hot.
Hi, Jesus.
Hello. Good. So happy to have you on here. Loving your shirt. Pre-approving homeowners is my cardio. That is a cute shirt. Where did you get it?
Oh my God, a realtor of mine gave it to me as a gift for Christmas. It was so sweet.
That is so cute. Well, tell us, I know everyone is dying to know, who is Anna Torres? What did she used to do before getting into the industry? And what do you do now?
Great. Thank you for inviting me, first of all, to this awesome space.
Yeah.
So I started on this business in 1998. I know, a long time ago.
Wait a minute. I was like 5 years
Shut up.
old?
No.
And you got into the industry.
Yes.
Okay,
I got
we'll
into
go
the industry right after high school. I started as a loan officer assistant at that time while I went to college. Before that, I was working on a movie theater. And my sister was like, hey, you need a real job. You're going to college. You need a real job. I'm going to talk to my friend. He's a realtor. I know he can, get you a cool job. So I went to interview with this realtor. And he was like, you know what? I actually need you. I need you to be my loan officer's assistant because he's a mess. He needs somebody to organize himself. Because he needs someone to organize, his job, his everything. So I went to interview with this loan officer, and I've been in this industry ever since. I started as a loan officer assistant. I then moved into processing for many, many, many years. And then I went into management, operation management. Um, it's been a long time. I kind of
Yeah.
took maybe 6 years when the mortgage industry went down in 2008. And I tried venturing out, doing something else. I actually helped my husband open a restaurant. We did that for 7 years, but my veins called me back and dragged me again to what I love. And
And
here I
that's
am.
exactly
Yes.
that is
Now in
awesome.
a year. In 2021, I decided to actually put my license into the sales part. I had it for a couple of years, but I was always in operations. And last year, I decided to start and get out of operations and do sales. I loved it. I loved it.
And people love you, and I see that you're doing really good, and I can't help but to see that you're always on the ranking boards, and it is so awesome to see how amazing all of that long time that you've done, have been in the industry, and having that operations background is like super awesome, by the way, because you know what it takes to get a loan closed. So
Right.
I'm so excited to have you on here.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring on our last guest. Uh, this is a really special guest, okay, guys? He is the vice president, all right, the vice president of the East Coast Division. All right, and here he is, Orlando Castillo, and we're going to have him on. Hey, hey, hey.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for this invitation. Really appreciate it. Man, listening to Whitney, listening to Miss Torres, whoo, I said to myself, man, do I have to go back and let you guys know where I started working? Because actually my first job was at Burger King when I was 15. So competition right there with the McDonald's and Burger King.
McDonald's, Burger King. We got some rivalry already. I don't know how this is gonna turn out.
Exactly. Been in the business for 27 years, so I can definitely relate to these ladies.
Wow. Well, let me tell you something that I'm sure that everybody on this call is thinking, where are you? Because that background, we're jealous. We are jealous.
It's Miami.
Miami, Florida, and that
There.
pool. I think I'm not mad about working from home nowadays, huh?
No, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm not mad about working from home. This is a great. So then you've been in the industry for a very long time. You are a veteran. What is it that you specialize in right now? What do you do at Statewide Funding?
Absolutely. So, like I said, I've been in the business for 27 years. Started also, as an assistant loan officer, climbed my way up back in 1997. If you guys can remember, there's no GPS. The GPS was was a map. That's how we got around. Cell phone, there was no cell phones, but I did have a beeper. So when I talked to the new loan officers that come on board and ask me, how do I do it? Where do I get started? I said, listen, you have an awesome tool. It's called Google. You have a cell phone.
100%.
I mean, they laugh when I tell them, I used to have a blank 1003. I used to have a copy of the map of the city. And I used to have $4 in quarters. And the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, oh, for parking? No, it's so that I could find a phone booth to return the calls.
That is insane. Now thinking back at it, I'm just like, wow. And you guys were killing it back then. And you guys were, I hear that right there, like boom, 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 boom.
Exactly. So, been working my way up into management. And as I continue to progress in the business and the industry, I try to set myself apart by doing things that other managers lack. Because I think that, in our industry, unfortunately, support is huge for production. And so that's what I try to provide. Right now, I was given this opportunity to come and expand our business in Florida. We got approved actually in Florida last month. And the minute I heard that, it was just, you know, I just saw the big picture as I, you know, being in the business, you got to look at the big picture. And I looked at the big picture, and trust me when I tell you, it wasn't easy, but by the grace of God and his help, I convinced my wife and my 16-year-old, let's move to Florida, and they were on board. That's all I needed. So,
And where were you from originally? What state?
California.
What a change that must have been. California to Florida.
Exactly, from the west to the East Coast.
From the
So
west
yeah,
to the east.
yeah. So it was you know, it's been a change. You know, it's been quite a change. You know, arriving here was pretty tough. You know, it wasn't an easy drive. It wasn't easy to say, because unfortunately, so we drove here, and it took us about. The trip was structured 3 nights, 4 days. So 3 nights in 3 different states: New Mexico, San Antonio, and then our final stop, Sarasota. And then from Sarasota, drive all the way to Pensacola. I think it's
Wow,
Pensacola.
right on the board handle.
Yes, yes. So
Wow.
from there straight to Miami. But unfortunately, what happened to us that on our first night, somehow, obviously in California, we picked up COVID, and we had 3 more days to drive. And it was all I can say, guys. You can call me whatever you want to call me, but all I can say is, by the grace of God, we made it here safe and sound.
Oh
Because
my God.
my poor wife was in so much pain. I was in pain, but I just knew that I was on a mission.
We gotta
and
go.
we gotta go. We gotta get there. You know, it wasn't about making a U-turn. I
You
need.
gotta go short. Yeah, you got a destination. Wow, that is
Yeah,
super awesome. Well,
yeah.
we're glad to have you on here,
Thank you.
Orlando. And I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
bring everybody on together. All right, second. So we are so excited to have these three individuals. And this segment of what we're going to be talking about is what sets you apart. And with that being said, we are going to have all of this fun conversation. Now I have all of these wonderful people here. Look how good looking we look. Look at this. Technology. Look at this. Can you imagine 27 years ago, Orlando? This would be this easy to just be able to talk to so many people.
That would have been awesome. That would have been so much. Would have made my life so much easier. You guys have no idea. You know, I'm sure Miss Torres can relate. You know, she's been
Yes,
in the
yes,
years
yes.
for.
When we used to write, handwrite our 1003s, our packages were this thick. We had
Yes.
to mail them to the investor. It
No.
was great times. It was fun though. We, as a processor, you were like left and right with packages. You could hardly see yourself. You're like, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, before, when I first got into the industry, and now I'm gonna look like a baby compared to you guys, you veterans. But when I first got into the industry, I used to create folders, and people would look at me that had been in the industry for so long, and they're like, "Okay, that is so 1990s." You know, they're like, what is that? What are you doing?" And I would go in and I would have a folder, and I would print out the conditional approval, credit, income, and assets with the folder. And I would like to just really dig in and circle and highlight and get the conditions and, call them out and so forth. And I was just like, oh, this would be, great. Everybody was like, what are you doing? After my first year or two, I said, all right, everyone's looking at me weird. I'm going to do it this way. And I started doing
Take
it
some
electronically. So let's talk about, do you use any of your hobbies or any of your niches or anything that you're, is it a golf club? Is it going to your gym? Do you guys use anything in your personal life to leverage in your business at all? Whitney, you go first.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is right or not, but sometimes I use my daughter because she's so cute, and people tend to love that. And that's one thing I use. I love social media, so I feel like social media, you got to really stay on top of it. Try to post, as much as you can. Go live, put on stories. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You have to grow your name. Sometimes the business will come to you if you do that, if you do it correctly. and you're consistent.
And you're consistent. And that's a huge takeaway, because a lot of people, you know, even if it's a diet or the gym or anything, a lot of people fail at the consistency of doing things. It's kind of like if you start a diet, you know, they do it for like a day or two. I'm guilty of that, guys. I will say that. I would literally say, I'm going to start this diet. I'm going keto. I'm doing whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. And I will be lasting a day. I will be starving at night. And I say, screw this.
Never mind.
When it's my time, it's my time. I'm out of here. So I said, you know what? Forget about it. So no, I'm not going to starve my body. But I agree. I use Mia, my little baby girl. Mia is a dog, my fur baby. I don't have a child yet, but my little fur baby, I literally take her everywhere with me. Anna, what about you? Do you do anything in your personal life that leverages your business at all?
Well, I love camping. I have an RV, so sometimes I have, you know, done videos while camping with my RV in the back. You know, I'm on that lifestyle. I love RV.
That is really cool.
Your RV camp life. I'm all about camping, but it has to be glamping. Don't be putting me
glamping.
Don't be putting me in no tent.
Yeah, no camping.
I told my mother-in-law, I said to her, I said, hey, we're gonna go camping, and I just wanted to see what she would say. She's like, no, don't put me in no tent. I said, it's gonna be an RV. It's gonna be a 5-wheel. She's like, okay, I'll pack my bags.
Yes, I need air conditioning. I need my hair dryer. I need to be set, and then I can go camping.
And then I can enjoy. I love the wilderness, but it better have some AC in it.
Yep, exactly.
What about you, Orlando? Do you have anything in your personal life that you leverage for your business?
Well, you know, I haven't used her in a while, but I, just like you know, I do have a puppy. So I use Chloe all the time, you know. But I believe it or not, guys, I still originate on top of managing and everything. But I try not to, you know, try to call my realtors and say, hey guys, got any loans? Because I just don't have time. But before, as a matter of fact, last year, I would always use Chloe. You know, did you call my dad this weekend to get pre-qualified? You know,
I love that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, if you look at my Instagram page, you know, I always use Chloe, and Chloe's she's such a character. She's a poodle, poodle, and so she makes these funny faces that I like to record for her like looking at me, and I made this one video when I think I was petting her, and she looked at me, and I wrote, you know, do you have to go to work today, Dad? And me going like this, saying, yes, Chloe, I do.
That's
really
cute.
You know?
I'm a sucker for that. I have videos upon videos. I don't know if I'm the only dog lover out there, but I have videos and photos of Mia just sleeping. Like every time she's sleeping, I'll go up to her and be like, ding, and I'll just record her. I'm like, and I just have like a gallery on my phone of just videos photos of her sleeping.
Aww.
I don't know if that's just me, but well, you know, I think that as a loan officer, whether you're new or whether you're a veteran, finding your certain niche, I guess what sets you apart is so important in my eyes, because there's so many realtors, there's so many loan officers out there, and we all have the same goal in mind, right? Every one of us, and that's to help families, you know, and that's to get them home. And I kind of feel like the good thing about being a loan officer or a realtor or an entrepreneur is the thing that sets yourself apart. What makes you special is you. I mean, honestly, it sounds really cheesy, and I'm going to go there, but the truth is that, you know, people love to work with you because of your personality, your charisma.
Yeah, the authentic you.
Correct.
Right? Don't try to be somebody that you're not. You know, you'll never catch me go fishing, guys. I'm sorry about it. That's not I'm sorry, Anna.
Me neither. Don't invite me either. That's
And-
way too calm.
And you won't
No.
catch me doing this
No.
all day long, waiting. I don't have the patience for it.
Or golf.
I-
or golf.
Or golf.
No.
Golf is, I'm sorry if there's any golf fans out there, but I have major anxiety looking at those people playing golf.
I'm like, please go fast.
Just hit something already. You know, it's like just hit something. So I would say, I mean, it's interesting because Whitney has so many years as a nurse. And one of the things, and Whitney, I know that you specialize in a specific niche and product for first responders. Do you want to touch a little bit about that? What you do?
I do, yeah. So we kind of came up with something. I wanted to really give back to my nurse, my nurse family, if you will. I always have a special place in my heart for them. I wanted to do, even if it was something small, just to show my appreciation for everything all the nurses and medical employees have been going through the past few years. And so we came up with basically a free appraisal that for all, health employees in the city that I live in, we would offer free appraisals. And that's gone really, really well. I've gotten a lot of feedback, and it makes me feel good to even just give back a little bit. So I do feel like, yes, you're right, Jesus. We kind of incorporated that to not only, I mean, I hate to say to get business, because it's not really how I felt going into it. It truly was, well, there's people that's going to buy houses anyways, whether or not I'm a loan officer or not. And so it's kind of like, if you're going to buy this house, then here's what we have to offer. So it's gone really well.
And I love that because it's true and it's real and it's Whitney, right? Because when I think of myself and I put myself in somebody else's shoes and I say, I am a nurse or I'm a doctor and I've worked with Whitney for 15 years, I want somebody that understands the way that I get paid, right? Even if they're frustrated. I've had it sometimes where I even see it's like, hey, you're going to get my pay stubs and you're going to get so annoyed because the last guy that I sent it to didn't even know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I have so many different, I get paid so many different ways.
Yeah.
And Whitney understands that. And so she comes into it knowing I know what my people need to do. And I know my people. And that is really could be what sets Whitney apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she has she has a different a heart for and patience for those people because they are hardworking individuals that put others first before themselves on a day-to-day basis. So with that being said, Whitney, thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you.
And Whitney is one of the best intensive care unit nurses in the baby division. Yeah, the baby unit.
Yeah, neonatal ICU.
Ooh.
There you go, girl. Yeah, she knows how to save your baby.
Yes.
So.
I can do that.
We save loans. She saves
babies.
And Anna, so now, what is Anna Torres's niche? Like, what would you say? I know that you are a Latin mama. You are queen. She's a Latin mama queen. Like, what sets you apart?
Well, I love this business. Everything that has to do with this business, I love. I love helping people. And I would say my niche, one of the loans that I really, really love to do are VA loans. Back when I was a processor, nobody used to like to do those loans. They said, oh, they're too difficult. You know, they have so many layers. And I'm like, you know what? I actually want to understand the underwriting part of these loans. So maybe, I don't know, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I took an underwriting class just for VA underwriting. I loved it so much, and I wanted to learn, you know, like the ins and outs and everything you could do, that I took an underwriting class for like 5 months just for VA loans.
That is amazing.
I actually love helping veterans. I don't know, it's something, I love it. I love to give them back, you know, for what they give us, you know. They actually risk their lives for us. So for me, when I get a
Bravo.
veteran, I get excited. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good.
Yes. Yes. All right, VA Queen. I see it.
Yes, there's some passion there.
I see that passion. Orlando, I know that you used to originate more, and you still somewhat originate. What is your niche? What do you feel like when you did originate more full time? What did you have your niche at?
Well, like you said, it's always good to study yourself apart. What is it that you do for the realtor versus me just going and asking for the business? Is how can I help them grow their business? And becoming a partner with them rather than just saying, hey, here's my number, I'm available, call me. To me, it just never worked that way. I don't know what that is. I've worked when I used to originate, my goodness, if you look at my Facebook page or my Instagram, you will see old flyers there that I used to work Saturdays, Sundays at open houses. And I used to go there and I used to put all the open house signs around the neighborhood for the realtor, bring in the water bottles, bring in the signs, and I did the whole entire setup for them. And a funny story, I was in an open house with my wife, and one of her realtors, she asked me to help her out. It was going to be huge, and it was in. You guys are not familiar. I don't know if you guys are familiar with California, but it was in the city of Torrance, and so we went ahead and we prepared everything, and I put flyers. I did a lot of marketing for her. As a matter of fact, the day before, I passed out 300 flyers around the neighborhood for her to invite the neighbors to come in and see the open house. So the day of, there we are, 4:00, and that's it. We're done. I'm getting ready to go pick up the signs, and all of a sudden a storm just comes in. But I mean, I'm talking about a Miami storm.
A Miami storm.
Yeah,
A real
California,
Florida
Miami
storm.
storms. Yeah, Miami, California storms are two different. Let me tell you that. It rains
Yeah.
over there. There's a storm over here.
There's a storm over
So-
here.
And then it
So
goes
there,
away and the sunshine comes up.
And then
Yeah.
sun, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, a little. So I looked at my wife and I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't even ask this girl, the realtor. I can't even ask this girl, hey, listen, you got to go pick up the signs because that's just not me." And so I said to my wife, "Listen, I got to go pick them up. Just stay put. Don't worry about it. If anybody else comes in, show it to them, whatever." And so I went and I'm picking up signs, and I'm drenched, by the way. I'm just drenched because that's how strong the rain's falling. That when I'm picking up cars, the signs, people are honking at me, going, "Bah, bah, 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 bah. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. Come help me pick them up. How about yeah? So I picked them up. I pick them all up. I come back to the house, and my wife says, "You're not gonna believe it. A couple just walked in. He's a veteran. I'm gonna do the loan for them. They want to submit an offer."
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
So
was
you
nice.
see,
story.
but the timing, and all the effort that you put into it, it pays off. It pays off. There were times that realtors have had, I think it was the weekend of Christmas, and a realtor, she's actually a friend of ours. I called her up and I said, "Hey, let's go do an open house," and then she said, "Dude, it's Saturday, Christmas weekend. Nobody's gonna show up." And I said, "What are you doing at home?" She said nothing, because I know she didn't have kids. She said, "I have nothing." I said, "Listen, let me go put up the signs. Let's go for at least a few hours." We went on that Saturday. I put up the signs. I kid you not. All it takes, I've always said, it only takes one. One person walked in the house. She looked at it, and she looked at her, and she said, "I want you to be my realtor, and I want you to be my lender. I'm ready."
Wow.
And as a matter of
Nice.
fact, that was her her first closing, by the way. She was a new realtor in the industry.
Nice.
What? That's and she's probably like, "Yeah, let's do that again. When is the storm coming? Yeah, let's repeat that again." There's something about it, and let me tell you something. There in this industry, when I first got into it, I became a 100% commission-based loan officer, which most of us are, and I left a W-2 job. And I know that there's some people on this call that can relate how scary
Yeah.
that is. That it is the most terrifying thing. And let me tell you, when I got into this industry and I quit my W-2 job and I said to myself, "Oh, how hard can it be to be a loan officer?" It must be so. I mean, you just pull credit. I mean, come on, guys. Like,
Yeah, right.
They literally want to just buy a house. And you pull credit. They have amazing credit. Okay, that's easy. Guys, I was totally wrong. It is not that easy. Okay.
No.
There is a lot to learn. And
every day too. Every day it can change.
every day, something new. Every day you learn something new. No matter if
You know,
you're new or old.
I want to just say something,
Yeah.
Miss Anna. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for you taking the step to take that class and to educate and inform yourself and take your business to the next level. Because to me, I've always said, you guys, don't just be here just to take a nap and make money. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Know what you're talking about. Because when we're educating ourselves, it builds confidence. We know what we're talking about. We can share our knowledge with other people and just inform yourself, and not just in with a loan, but also in the mortgage industry. Like how does a mortgage company work? You have no idea how many branch managers, loan officers I speak to. Sorry, and I'm probably gonna get a little bit of a not too many likes, but unfortunately, people don't know how is it that a mortgage company runs. And it just blows my mind that people don't take that extra step to know who am I working for. How does this how does this engine run? This loan, how is it structured? What are the guidelines? Like people just don't. I don't know. I don't.
And some of them are afraid to. I know that a lot of people there's a part of your personality which requires as a loan officer to have the work ethic and the ability to want to execute, to want to be a better person of yourself. And unfortunately, there are people that were born to lead and they're born to follow, and that saying, but that drive has to come from, that fire has to come from each and every one of us. And you have to determine, okay, this is going to be, you can't be the jack of all trades. I've seen, how many businesses have you seen successful, or how many people have you seen that they are CPAs, insurance agent, realtors, they are mortgage lenders, they have a catering business, they have everything. They just want to grab onto everything. And it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, because
very true.
I always say that to get into this business, especially in the mortgage business, because it's the one that I know most, you have to love it. You have to have passion for it. And you want to have, you have to have, that sense of, I want to learn every day. I want to help people. If you want to get in it just for the money, you're not going to excel. Because a lot of people ask me, oh, you're in the mortgage because that gives you, a lot of money. Yeah, that's, if you get just in the mortgage business, as well as in the real estate, just because of the money, you're not going to excel. Because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of passion. It takes patience. Because you have to have patience to learn. You have to have patience to help. So if you're in for the money, you're not gonna last long.
And your face is gonna say it all. When you're in it for the money, your face when you're with a client,
yes,
there's not and the realtors as well. And it wasn't until like 3 years of me being a loan officer where I realized, and it clicked for me. A lot of things, salespeople naturally do is they're like lions, and they see a prey and they're locked into it. It's like laser focus. I want to make X amount. I want to do this, and that's where they're at. But they don't realize in this industry, we're not a car dealership. We're not like, oh, boom, let's get quick. This is a relationship building business. And when you realize that, and when you say, I'm going to speak with a realtor, not just because I'm going to be nice to them for 5 minutes and then later, just be nice just to get their business. No, but I'm going to understand their family. I'm going to be there for them, just like Orlando did with his real estate agents. He was like, he's in the soaking rain. Other people would be like, I'm not getting sick. You got an umbrella? No, you don't got no umbrella? No,
sorry.
Sorry about it. I gotta go. But it's going above and beyond and understanding that they are just like you and I.
Mhm.
They have, I believe that they have one of the hardest jobs because they are out there. They're
Yes.
on the line. They recommend you as a loan officer, and they put themselves on the line every single day. And we have a responsibility, not just for the clients, but for our real estate partners, to be excellent. And a decision to be excellent starts by you every day waking up and saying, I'm going to be a badass today.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
You're going to
I'm
wake
going
up
to
and say,
answer
I'm going
my
to be.
phone. I'm going to answer my emails. I'm going to do whatever it takes.
I'm-
If I have to go pick up documents an hour, which I had to do yesterday, I will do that.
Yeah.
And being that person and deciding that first in the morning, I'm going to be that person today.
Correct.
That's what I do. That's what I have to do every morning because someday. Oh, you can't hear us. I said to myself, "Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes.
You can
I
hear
can
me,
hear you.
Whitney? Ina?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I can hear this. I can hear you.
I know. I can hear
I've
him
done it.
doing this.
I know. He's like, I can hear you. I can hear you just fine. Can you hear us? He was like, hello. Can you hear me?
Is it you?
Is it? We're just gonna start singing the whole time while
I'm
he's looking
Serenade
at
Orlando.
Spear fingers, spear fingers. We're gonna be going and dancing and doing jazz here. We're having some technical difficulties here in Orlando, in Miami, Florida.
Yeah, he has the worst signal in Miami.
Yeah.
Background.
All right, everybody. He has the worst signal ever, and we can hear him just fine. I'm gonna take him off and put it back on. Can you hear us now? All right, you have been canceled, Orlando. I'm sorry. No. Orlando, I took you out for a second. I'm gonna add you back onto the stream as soon as you get your headset working. But like I was saying, the most important thing for us is as loan officers, we have a duty,
Yeah.
and we have a
Yes.
duty to really, really, really do a good job every single day. There's some days, I'll be honest, that I wake up in the morning and my eyes go like this at 7 and I'm like, "No, Lord, can't can I just get an hour more to sleep? I
Yeah.
don't want to do it."
Yes. It's
But then
not
I
all
say,
peaches and cream. It's
"It
not.
is
You have
not."
to every morning you have to like pep talk yourself. You're like, okay, you can do this. Stand up, let's get ready. Because it's not all peaches and cream.
It is
That is
not
true.
all peaches and cream.
No.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about
No,
that.
you're okay. I said
Welcome
we have some
back.
technical-
Welcome back.
Hey, Orlando's back.
We said, and the funny thing is that we were hearing you when you were like this. We could hear everything. It's just you couldn't. hear
Okay.
us.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry.
But I will tell you that being a loan officer and finding what sets you apart is extremely important for you to sustain. I guess everybody can call a realtor that's going through some problems and just say, "Hey, I wanna help you," and you might get that deal, but then you get boring. Guys, let's be honest. It gets boring working with you. You got to make it exciting. I'm
Yeah.
bored. Like Jesus doesn't do any videos. Jesus doesn't do no marketing with me. Jesus doesn't go to open houses. Boring. But then there's people that are doing that are finding their niche. I love marketing. I love social media. I love being bubbly and my personality. I just love who I am and I'm comfortable in my own skin. And I want that to radiate with people, and I want people to gain my energy and like be badasses that just really take over the world. And I love that. And I think that's what I love. That's what makes me me, and I feel like that's what people want to hang out with. And I know people that are the opposite. I know people that are strict, like bam, serious. They're the loan officers that I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to small talk. I'm going to give you bam, 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 and they do really well. And because they found realtors that do that.
What
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, all those social media posts do is they make you like relatable. Like they can actually say, you know what? oh, like I would like to do the loan with that, person, because he seems so friendly, he seems so calm, he seems like he knows what he's doing. It Social media is amazing.
It's
Yeah.
it's your platform to really be relatable. So as we start ending our call here and we start doing our exits, I want to ask each of you guys one question. Okay, one question. If you could give one advice to your first year, being in the first year in the mortgage industry, what advice would you give yourself? Whitney, you go first.
I'm gonna guess. So I think that being patient with yourself would be number one. I really tried to go crazy, and I thought, I had all these high expectations for myself. Plus, had another job on the side, and so I had to like humble myself and be like, okay, I need. Like Anna said, she became an LOA first. Very, very, very smart decision because you learn so much in that process before becoming a loan officer. I did not do that, but a part of me regrets it because I think I would at this point know even more. Now I've learned a lot. I'm not going to lie, and I've humbled myself thoroughly in the mortgage business. And it's like one of those things like you're gonna learn today. If you're by yourself, you are gonna learn. So just be patient with yourself. Believe in yourself. There's never a day that I wake up that I think I can't do this. Maybe it's a hard day and I think, oh my God, maybe I can't do this. But really and truly, my heart believes in myself and more importantly, my team. And I think if you could find a good team and believe in yourself, and it's only a matter of time
I
before you'll
love that.
succeed.
Thank you, Whitney. That's really good insight, and I couldn't agree more with that. Anna, what would you tell yourself? First year in the mortgage industry, what is going through young Anna's mind? What would you tell herself?
I will say, remember that you're servicing people's lives. You are here to change lives. So have patience, learn a lot, read a lot, prepare yourself, but you're here to service people at the end. And your job changes people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true. I mean, the honest truth is we are dealing with real life families. We don't see them, but when we issue a pre-approval, imagine that family going to husband and wife like we're making it happen. Like look at this, all of our hard work, and they're screaming and they're going to see houses and they walk inside of a door and they say, well, this is where we're going to put the baby's cribs. This is where we're going to
Yeah.
do the outside. I can see
Yeah,
my
their dreams
pool.
are coming true.
Like,
They see the possibility.
and you know why? It's because of you. It's because of you guys. It's because you saw that family, you made a loan decision, and you made that happen. And that's so beautiful. And Orlando, what would you tell your 27 years later? I know it's a little bit ago, but what would you say? You have so much wisdom here.
So 27 years ago, and you guys will know my age, I was 25. And so at the age of 25, a young man that comes in with no proper training, just, hey, look, here's an application, grab a pen and go get them. And so I would say to myself, number one, educate yourself. Number two, believe in yourself. Be bold. Don't forget you're here to help out families. Don't worry about the no's, because be thankful actually for the no's, because the more no's you get, the closer you're getting to your yeses.
Yeah.
So
Well
and,
said.
Well
thank you.
said.
And keep in mind always, ethics. Ethics, the way you treat others. That's exactly what that it's just going to come around.
Correct.
Life is you're good to people, and it's just the way karma works. That's the way life is. When you're good to people, goodness comes right back to you. I don't care how you try to avoid it. It's just the way it is. So just believe in yourself. Never give up.
Great
And
advice.
keep pushing forward. No one's better than you. You're not better than anyone, but just don't stop believing in yourself, because you're gonna do it, kid.
Thank you
I
for
love that. I love that. You guys have been absolutely amazing to do this segment with. You guys, this is something that when I thought about doing this channel and doing this segment, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted for people with great minds getting together and seeing our hearts and our hard work that we put into our job every day, because what we do is deal with people, we deal with real families, and this is so beautiful that we were able to do this with you guys. So with that being said, I want to thank Orlando, Anna, Whitney. Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank
coming
you for
on.
having us.
Thank you.
It was so great, and I'm going to just kind of say some last words here, and we are going to end this segment here with, you guys are the true reason loan officers, real estate agents, when you pour yourself into your business and you pour yourself into these families, the families that you're helping, like Orlando and Whitney and Anna mentioned, take the time, learn, pour your heart into it, educate yourself. Only one person that truly matters is going to win by you educating and putting in the work, and that are the families that you help. So with that being said, thank you, Anna, Whitney, and Orlando, for joining me on episode 2. And with that, I will end this broadcast. Thank you guys so much, and have an amazing Tuesday and amazing week. Bye, guys.